Just wanted to talk about the difference between fat loss and weight loss. And some of you are probably thinking, like, aren't they the same? And there's a difference between when you focus on weight loss and when you focus on fat loss. Thank you. So usually, September, right? It's like when the kids go back to school, and now like all the moms are like, oh, now it's time for me. Now it's time for me to go on my diet and get things tightened up from what happened over the summer. And so I get that because I did the same exact thing. I did that for 20 plus years. So was it that long? Yeah, about that long. So I am 53. My kids are 23 and 21. So when they went to school, then it was like, all right, time to tighten up the ship, get rid of the alcohol, cut my calories, increase my workouts, do all this crazy stuff. And so that's what usually happens in September for a lot of women, I think. And it's almost like another like New Year's, right? But I love September because it's like a good time to reframe and to reboot. So I do like that part, but then I feel like people are just super restrictive with their calories, a little over ambitious, a little over what's the word, unrealistic with their expectations. Hey there. What's going on? So having those unrealistic expectations, right, is kind of going to set you up. And so I know, like My Fitness Pal, when you set up My Fitness Pal, you are going to go in there and you're going to say, hey, I want to lose 2 pounds per week. And while that may seem realistic to you, to do that is going to slash your calories. But not only is it getting rid of calories, it's also getting rid of all the macronutrients that you need. And MyFitnessPal sucks for the macro recommendations. So it recommends 20% protein, not enough, 50% carbs, too much, and then the only thing I agree with is the fats. But it will actually let you do that. So 1,200 calories sucks. Most women do not need 1,200 calories. I just did macros for my Jumpstart program for 46 women, and not one of them got 1,200 calories. A lot of them were eating 1,200 calories, but not one of them did I recommend that they go to 1,200 calories. So, I don't know what's going on here. Weight loss is possible. Do I have abs? Everybody has abs, right? It's just sometimes your abs are hiding under Chardonnay or Rosé. So everybody has abs. So at 53, my focus isn't to have abs. I think for 20 years going straight, that was my New Year's resolution, was that I was going to have abs. So you have to be very lean for abs to show, right? So you have the abs, but for women, for their abs to show, we carry all of our fat here in our belly. That's just the way that it is. And so you have to be extremely lean. That's not sustainable for me. I mean, I can see my abs, but that's just because I'm coming off the tail end of summer. Give me October, you're not going to see any abs here. So I do have a photo shoot coming up. You'll see some abs. So, all right, so I'm way off topic. I'm not going to look at the comments for a while. So focusing on just losing as much weight as possible isn't the same as focusing on weight loss. So usually when somebody says, I need to drop 20 pounds, right? That's a scale weight outcome. That's focusing on how much weight you have to lose rather than what you want to look like. So it should be instead I really want to shrink this. How am I going to do that? I really want to lose fat. If you lose fat, you're going to have a different body shape than if you just lose weight. So focusing on just losing weight usually involves slashing calories, again, slashing macros across the board. Now you're not getting enough nutrients, macros for your metabolism and your hormones and everything like that. And it's not sustainable. And so, it sounds good for a couple of weeks, but then you just go off of the rails on the weekends because it is unsustainable. Rather than, so just slashing the calories, looking at that scale every morning and seeing if there's any kind of progress, and then tying your moods get tied into that outcome, right? Never mind, maybe you had something salty the day before, or you had more carbs, or you ate later, right? These are all things that lead to scale weight. So, but when you go into those higher calorie deficits, anything over, I recommend 300 to 500 calories. But if you go lower than that, now not only are you going to be losing fat and water, but you're also going to be losing muscle. And that is not something that we as women, especially in our 40s and 50s and 60s, that is not what we want. So you lose fat and then muscle, and then inevitably you're going to gain that weight back. But guess what? You don't get the muscle back, the fat comes on. So now every time you do that process, you're decreasing your muscle, but then you're bringing on more fat. So decreasing muscle, bringing on fat, decreasing muscle, bringing on fat. And it is way harder to build muscle than it is to lose fat. But it's super easy to lose that muscle, and you're not going to get that muscle back. So focusing on fat loss rather than weight loss, who gives a crap about what that number is on the scale? If you are focusing on your measurements coming down, then that's really what we want, right? We want to be smaller. We don't want to have this belly fat. For the most part, I'm just speaking for about 95% of the women that I work with. So excuse me if you're in the 5% that don't give a shit about your belly fat or don't have it, okay? So, to do that, you need to make sure that you are getting the nutrients that you need for your metabolism and for your hormones. You need to prioritize protein. And ladies, you're not doing this, right? 0.7 to 1.0 grams per pound of body weight, or 1.0 grams per pound of ideal body weight. So that is the number that you should be having. So make sure that you are getting in that much protein. Set your fats at 30%, and then the rest is carbs. So calculate what your maintenance calories are, and then take away 300 to 500 calories from that number. Your maintenance calories are going to be pretty high. Like, I've been calculating macros all damn day today, and most of them were, the lowest that I think I saw was like 1,700, but for the most part they were like 17 to 2,200. Actually, was there 1,700? Maybe it was like 18 to 2,200 was the average for maintenance. And so from there, I would decrease 300 to 500 calories. So it depends on, there's a lot that goes into calculating macros, recommendations. And so I took a look at their MyFitnessPal diary and saw how much protein that they're already getting. How many calories are they eating now, right? Which shocked the hell out of me, because a lot of these ladies were eating around, I shouldn't have even been that damn surprised. I was actually more surprised that there were a couple women that were actually eating like 1,700 to 1,800 calories. That was the surprise. Not really shocking to find that people are eating 1,200 calories, 900 calories, 1,100 calories, and these women are 150 pounds, 170 pounds. It's like, would you tell your daughter to eat 1,200 calories, right? You would make her, like, 1,200 calories is almost, it's like 2 meals, So make sure that you're prioritizing your protein, and also weight training. So making sure that you are weight training, and then you're going to flip the switch, right? So instead of focusing on weight loss, you are going to now have more muscle on your body, which is going to encourage your metabolism to speed up. You're going to be burning more calories at rest. And then as you lose that fat, which is going to be a little bit quicker because your metabolism is up, plus you've been eating more protein, right? If you're getting the recommended amount, when you eat more protein, you're going to burn 80 to 100 calories more per day. Focus on strength training. Get rid of the damn cardio. Cardio just increases your body's need for calories. You don't need to do cardio in fat loss or weight loss. So, do cardio in fat loss or weight loss. So, all right. Whoops, sorry. prioritizing those things are going to ensure that when you do lose fat from your body, right, that the skin isn't just hanging there, right? So you want to make sure that there's something else that's going there in place, and then that's going to lead you to have a different shape to your body. And that's really what you should be focusing on, is having like a nice strong shoulders, nice posture, you know, a flatter belly. The belly fat measurements come down at the beginning, right? At first, those are the things that come down the fastest. Chest comes down, you know, a little bit slower, same with hips, but it's usually the belly fat measurements that come down. And then you can, instead of just going, hello kitty cat, that's Smokey Jane, instead of focusing on the scale weight, to focus on measurements. And I'll show you this measuring tape that I have. And I send this to all my clients. So this is good. You can use any measuring tape, honestly, but these are like $7.99 on Amazon. I like these because it has like a little hook. So you see there's like a concave, so it fits in your belly button good. You can just hook it on and then it will stay, and then you can like make sure that it's even all around and that it's not crooked, so that you can get a more accurate measurement. And then it has a little button that lets you tighten it up, right? Because you want it to be as tight as you can. You don't want to like suck in, but you know, you can get your measurement that way. So I love this body measuring tape. But when you focus on like the measurements going down, this shows more progress than the scale weight. It's like the two things, they go hand in hand, but the scale can be a little bit more of a mind fuck, right? And you let it. So this, like if measurements are going down and your weight isn't going down, if you are eating plenty of protein and you are weight training, it might be that your weight won't go down because you are actually putting on some muscle at the same time that you are recomping your body. So that's called body recomposition. That means getting fat off of your body and replacing it with muscle. So that to me would be more ideal than just trying to get as much weight off as fast as possible, which trust me, I know, I did it, you know, and so I would literally get to my goal weight and be like, yes, now I can go back to my life, and then boom, whatever weight I lost came back just as fast as I lost it, because I would do a quick fat loss protocol, a quick weight loss protocol. And so like I could grind it out, you know, for like 6 weeks, but it took less than 6 weeks to come back on. And then I kept doing that over and over, and then just realized like, why am I'm fatter than I ever was, like, and I didn't even really have that much to lose, but every time that it came on, it was coming on more as fat, and then my shape just changed, and I didn't know. And that's what's going on with ladies when you are in your 40s and 50s. And it's all well and good to blame menopause, but it isn't menopause that's all to blame. It's your lifestyle, it's your habits, it's what you're doing with your diet, it's what you're not doing in the gym, it's what you're not eating, right? You're not eating enough protein, you're not eating enough calories for the most part, from what I see from everybody. So don't focus on weight loss, focus on fat loss instead, and that involves eating more protein, getting in the gym, pumping some iron, stop doing the damn cardio, get your sleep, get your stress down, and that is going to do way more for your body composition than just focusing on eating as little as you can and just looking at that scale every single morning. So that is all I have to say on that subject. What do you got for questions? All right, restricting what you eat increases weight gain. It's a rebound for sure. I had a full hysterectomy. My doctors, let's see, I can't, against my white shorts, I can't see the comments. All right. And my doctor said I didn't need hormone replacement in 52 years. So that's good. I mean, hey, if you need if you would be better off with hormone replacement. I am not against hormone replacement. I haven't had to go that route yet, but I will if I find that it's necessary. So I'm definitely not. Hey, girl! That's my friend Ruby's on here. You guys follow Ruby Cherie. because she is fire. Let me tell you, I just did a podcast with her. You got to go listen to my podcast, right? So if you don't know, I have a podcast called Mastering Menopause. The link to all of my stuff is here, right here. So all of my socials are there, my Instagram, my Facebook, my podcast, my YouTube. I do my website, and that's where I have my blogs and stuff. But I just did a podcast with her, and there was so much information on there. And I would love to get her on here live, but she just started TikTok, and she doesn't have her 1,000 followers yet. So if you guys could, like, come on, follow her. She has some good information for sure. All right, I know this is for women, but men can benefit from this too. Yes. I feel like, so it's actually easier for men to lose weight because they're not dealing with the hormones that we have. So, you know how it is. Your husband decides to just like eliminate desserts and he loses 5 pounds in a week. And you're like, what the hell am I doing over here? Right? So, all right. If you were words on a page, you'd be vibrant. How often do you do weights? So right now I'm in 4 days a week. I prefer 5 days a week, but I was just crazy over the summer. I knew like I wasn't gonna have the time to commit. I knew I had this program that I just started, starting. So after this phase, so after this week, I have a photo shoot coming up on the 20th, and then after that I'm gonna go back to 5 days a week. But if you are new to strength training, you can definitely get results in 3 weeks. In 3 days a week. So that's what I'm doing with my ladies. I'm recommending a 3-day-a-week full body program. A lot of them haven't lifted weights before or haven't done it like in a while. So, but that is effective as long as you are pushing yourself with the weights as much as you can, right? So, you got to have the weights. So if you don't have access to like 5 to like 25 pound dumbbells, then you might have to join a gym, because I know you can get results doing some body weight stuff, but you're not going to be able to progress that as much as you to get the best results, right? I mean, like you could progress your push-up, but I know you ladies, you hate doing push-ups and pull-ups, right? So it's just easier to get into the gym and use all the equipment that they have there. So I definitely recommend, as much as you can commit to every day. 3 days minimum, 5 days is the most you need to do. You do not need to work out 6 days a week. You don't need to work out 5 days a week. You can get the job done in 3 to 4 days. I just like a 5-day split. Right now, my workouts are a little bit on the longer side. I like to get in 45 minutes and be done with the whole thing, right? I don't do cardio. I'm getting in 7,000 steps a day. So that is like full on like weight training, but I'm also taking my rest. So like when I do my bigger lifts, like squats and bench press, I could be resting 2 to 3 minutes in between. So it takes a little bit longer, but after like 45 minutes, I'm like, I'm done. I want to get out of here, So, no, you should not cut out carbs completely. That's your energy source. That is your energy source, right? So even as a diabetic, you need carbohydrates. You got to have them, right? And, I would definitely speak with a professional about that one, but you don't need to cut out carbs. Oh, hey. How are you? I see you are looking fabulous, my friend. Like it's really healed up nicely. So yeah, go to the link in my bio right here, and then you can schedule a call with me. I'm not nearly as crazy this week and next week, so I had to block some time out from my calendar this week, but I have some more times opening up next week. So this has been a very busy week for me, and so things are starting to slow down. But I do have my, I can't wait to see you. So we're going to do a FaceTime call. I want to see you. I want to meet you officially. So I think that is all that I have for tonight. I'll cut it short because I am dog tired, and If you have any other questions, just send me a DM. If you're going to send me a DM, make sure that you're following me. I'm not looking for followers, but if we're not friends, or if you're not following me, then I can't reply back. And I will friend you like when we have a DM so that we can have conversations. But you know, I don't know how many times somebody's like, help, they give me their life story and they tell me all this stuff, and then I write a big reply, and then I go to hit send and it says, oh, they're not following you. You can't send this message. I'm like, okay. So just make sure that you're following me, but also follow for more information here. Follow my podcast. Check out my YouTube videos. I'm going to put this on YouTube so that you have it. Like, I don't know if you care, but maybe some information that you might want to share with your friends and somebody that you think might need the information. So I am so happy to hang out with you for a little bit tonight. And I will be back on Sunday. I think I like the earlier times. I usually wait till 9 o'clock, but I think I'm going to start doing 8 o'clock because that just seems to work out better. So, anyways, so great to see you. Thank you. And I will see you